It is overtime here again at Old Favorite Friday, discussing incredible classic beers and giving them the love and the respect that they so rightfully deserve. And I was actually in Naples, Florida recently, and I picked this up. This is Waldo's Special Ale by Lagunitas. I have not had this beer. It's got to be 7, 8 years, something like that. This beer was first brewed in 2011, at least first released in 2011. And it brings me back to a time when Lagunitas was my favorite brewery because every time I walked into the local specialty bottle shop, I picked up something new and fun. Brown Sugar, Maximus, this beer here. I mean, honestly, there's so many beers that they would release. I just wondered, did they release a new beer every single week? And every single one of those beers I just adored. Lagunitas continues to be one of my favorite breweries out there. We've featured them so many times on Old Favorite Friday, and I enjoy all their regular beers, their straightforward IPA that are a little bit more run of the mill, and then you have a beer like this. This is a triple IPA. Now there are a lot of people that will say that that style doesn't even really exist, but the long and short of it is that this is an 11.4% IPA, so very high ABV for an IPA. It is almost orange in color. I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful. The clarity is wonderful. And this is a malt bomb with an excessive amount of hops. And if you guys know me and you've watched any of these videos, you realize that I like malt-forward IPAs. I like all kinds of IPAs. I do not discriminate. But malt-forward IPAs make me very happy because there's so much depth of flavor you can get with this caramel and toffee. It's rich. It's just chewy on the tongue, but then you wrap that around with these dank, earthy hops, which is the primary flavor component to this thing, adding a little bit of an orange peel, a little bit of citrus zest from like a grapefruit, like a pink grapefruit. So you have this bitterness to balance out all this sweetness, all this richness. And at 11.4%, this is not your everyday beer. You're not going to bring these down to the pool, or maybe you will, good on you. But it is so intense and flavorful. It's also the kind of beer as an IPA, people think we're going to have to keep these beers really, really cold. No, you want this beer to warm up a little bit. You want to taste that toffee. You want to get those deeper fruity notes that are there intrinsically inside this malt. And I mean, Lagunitas, for a brewery that's been around for so long, their beers are available all over the place. To still be making this beer makes me really, really happy because it shows me that these classic beers that we all fall in love with, that gave us a complete new idea of what craft beer can be, it's still alive and well. And we can have a beer like this. We can enjoy it. We can contemplate it. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys, Lagunitas. I don't know if this beer is available in South Florida. I hope it is. I'll be looking for it because if I only get 6 total bottles, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Talking about food pairings for a triple IPA, not a lot of them out there, but we can use some of like the IPA pairing notes that we typically do. I think something like a jerk chicken would go really, really well with this because the spice goes well with the bitterness of the IPA. You also have that dank, earthy flavor to combine with kind of the fruity, richer flavors that come off of that. I think that would work really good. And then something really simple. Because of the body of this thing, 11.4% alcohol, we need something rich and flavorful. I was thinking a Reuben sandwich. I think the fattiness and the richness of that kind of Russian dressing going together with this big malt bomb with all those earthy flavors that go with the sauerkraut. I think you're going to accentuate some of the fruity notes here. And that body and that bitterness is going to balance out all those really rich fats there. I love a Reuben sandwich. I think they're great with IPAs, but this might be the beer, as you're looking at an IPA, this might be the one that was specifically designed to go well with the Reuben sandwich, at least in my opinion. Guys, thank you very much for joining us as always. We really appreciate your suggestions. Please continue to let us know what we should be doing for Old Favorite Friday, what you're drinking for Old Favorite Friday. If you have these beers and you're able to get your hands on us, let us know that too. And we'll see you next week. Cheers.